Hey, welcome to the show, Health and Fitness with me, and
most of us are familiar with the daily struggles associated with staying fit and healthy. That's why I am determined to transform 10,000 lives over the next decade. Will yours be one of them?
Audio Jungle.
Time to get fit.
First of all, before we dive any deeper, why do we need to know about testosterone? Well, testosterone is really the key male hormone that's responsible for everything from your ability to build lean muscle, to burn body fat, your energy, your strength, your performance, all the way down to protein synthesis, to tissue repair. Everything is directly related to testosterone. Now, testosterone levels have been on a rapid, steady, and epidemic-like decline over the last 20 years. And this is extremely concerning because hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of Americans are being diagnosed every single year now with unhealthy low levels of testosterone. And there are probably hundreds upon hundreds of thousands additional men that haven't been diagnosed that are also suffering from the inability to burn body fat, build lean muscle, and other health issues because of the fact that we're experiencing lower levels of testosterone now than ever before in history. Now, why is that? Well, there are many reasons, but the main reason is the environmental estrogens that we're exposed to on a daily basis, wreaking havoc on our hormonal system. Estrogens that come in the form of everything from the air we breathe, to the water we drink, to the soap and shampoo we use, all the way down to the most important thing of all, which is our food supply. You see, our food supply has been exposed to all kinds of different chemicals, hormones, herbicides, pesticides, that once we're eating these foods, it is destroying our testosterone levels and raising our estrogen, making it way easier to store body fat and way harder to build muscle. My friend and colleague John is now going to share with you a lot of the different types of foods we need to avoid if we're interested in maintaining a proper and healthy level of testosterone.
Hi, I'm John Barbin, and as Kyle just mentioned, I'm going to share with you 4 categories of foods you should be avoiding to maximize your testosterone levels in today's high estrogen, low testosterone environment. The number one food to avoid is soy. Research shows us that soy acts as an estrogen in your body and can have a testosterone-reducing effect. This includes soy-based protein powders, protein bars, and many vegetarian food sources of protein, such as tofu. If you like to eat protein bars, be sure to read the ingredients and avoid any bar that uses soy as the primary protein source. I suggest you limit your soy intake to 10 grams or less per day. Number 2, highly processed foods. Highly processed, packaged, and preserved foods have been shown to have higher amounts of environmental estrogens that can negatively affect your testosterone levels. These environmental estrogens get into the foods from the packaging itself, as well as the manufacturing processes they go through. This processing and packaging is great for keeping food to last a long time on store shelves, but it's terrible for preserving your testosterone levels. The bottom line, avoid highly processed foods whenever you can. Number 3, avoid commercially produced non-organic milk and dairy. In a recent research study, men who drank commercially produced non-organic milk showed an increase in estrogen and progesterone levels and a sharp decline in their testosterone levels. This is due to the estrogen hormone content of the milk they were drinking. If you must have milk and other dairy products, then opt for organic brands if possible. Almond, rice, or coconut milk are decent substitutes to put in your coffee or for baking, but they are very low in protein, so they can never truly substitute for a high-quality organic milk if you can find it. The 4th and final food to avoid is one you've likely read about before, but never in relation to testosterone, and this food is sugar. High sugar diets can lead to higher insulin levels and insulin resistance, and new research shows an inverse relationship between high insulin levels and testosterone. In other words, eating too much sugar too often will drive up insulin levels and start driving down your testosterone levels. This is yet another and maybe the most important reason to limit your sugar consumption. Okay, so let's do a quick recap on the foods you should avoid. Number 1 was soy. Number 2 was highly processed foods. Number 3 was commercially produced milk and dairy. Number 4 was high sugar diets. Now that you've seen the foods to avoid, Kyle's going to show you the most important foods you should be adding into your diet to maximize your testosterone levels.
When it comes to foods that we can apply to our diet to help increase our natural levels of testosterone, we start with fats. Plenty of healthy fats provide the building blocks for testosterone. Healthy fats like all forms of grass-fed beef, nuts, nut butters, avocado, coconut oil. These are the types of foods that really provide our body the building blocks for producing testosterone. And the second part of the equation has to do with providing your body foods that naturally fight the estrogenic effect of all of these chemicals that we're exposed to on a daily basis. And there's nothing better than cruciferous vegetables. Make sure you're consuming plenty of things like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage. These are the types of foods that naturally battle the estrogenic effect that these chemicals are having inside our bodies and can help raise your natural levels of testosterone.